And you know what's interesting about your story is that you, like people get into bodybuilding and any sport, you know, there's lots of reasons why, you know, some people get into it because they, you know, they're being egged on by someone. You know, someone says, oh, you can't do it. And then they're all motivated to do it. Other people are, you know, it's a dream from childhood. You know, and like for myself, I never wanted to compete. Like I had no interest in competing right up until I was literally 50 years old. And then I kind of got egged into it a little bit. But I was competitive though, because I would go to the gym and I don't know, this is maybe dumbing it down a bit, but I wanted to be the biggest guy, or, you know, you kind of have that machismo, you know, you want to be big, you want to be noticed. And so I was pretty big. And then there was competitors that I knew and they were like, you should compete, you do really well. And so then I did, and it was like, and then it was just fun after that. So,
well, yeah, but you knocked it out of the park, though. When you look at your physique and then who you are, like where you come from, like,
I think I had a bit of an advantage, to be honest, because I'd been in the weight room probably since I was 10. You know, like I was in track and very competitive in track all the way into university, and then I'd just been in the gym forever. So like I don't even know realistically how much gains I've had over the last 20 years. Like I just got big and then I've been big since. I don't know if I've really gained much muscle over the last quite a long time actually.
Yeah.
So
and it's interesting because I looked at myself because I'd never done weights before, and the biggest thing is in the chest area. So when you look in the chest and then how to build it and your lats and then going there, because I didn't have the definition and the build. But what I did have was I was able to cut. And be able to take it from 240 down. And I was at a lightweight of 161.
Whoo!
So
what did you go on stage at?
161.
No way, hey?
Yeah, so wow. I ripped it down so I could cut lean and get it right down to 161. And I had it so lean, and we were talking about it. What does that look like, your body count, and what does brain fog look like? That's not healthy for you. When you go that low, you got to dip.
A lot of impacts.
A lot of impacts. But what a great mindset.
Yeah.
Because if you can control your diet, basically, and I'm not saying diet because it's a lifestyle, is your eating habits.
Yeah.
Okay, because we have cravings. We want to have something. We want this. We want that. But it's only a mind. It's in your head. It's that little guy on our shoulder saying this. And once you have that defining moment, that what we call, and as soon as you say, I'm going to have what we call a non-negotiable. Mm-hmm. If somebody ever says to themselves, I'm going to have a non-negotiable, if you say, I have a non-negotiable in front of a phrase that you're going to say, you'll never do that thing again.
That's interesting.
And it's a little life hack. And I always say to somebody, okay, so tell me what you don't want. And they'll say, I don't want to smoke. I'll use that just as an example. I don't want to smoke. Okay. Before you say, I don't want to smoke, I want you to say, what are my non-negotiables is I don't smoke. Yeah. The non-negotiable is the integrity that you give yourself inside that actually closes the door to everything, and all of a sudden it becomes that phrase, becomes that guy on the shoulders now, it's not a yes, no, it's, who do I stand for integrity-wise? Who do I stand for as who I am to where I am right now? And what is my non-negotiables? Yeah. And that's pretty great. Having a non-negotiable changes the way who you are, what you stand for. And people create legacies, say, oh, it's this, but what is a true non-negotiable? Like somebody would ask you, what is a true non-negotiable for you?
I don't know. I probably have them. I'd have to think about that, actually.
See, I like putting you on the spot there. Yeah. Because it becomes, it's an integrity keeper. And it's a self-inflicted, everything inside of you, who you are. What do I stand for? What's my non-negotiables? And who do I want to be known as?